I've come to believe that there are two types of entrepreneur, or at least there are two ways that people show up in business. I've seen this from like working with lots of business owners. So you have the traditional business person type entrepreneur who is primarily interested in the game of business. Like what they love is the game of business. They're building multiple businesses, they have an exit strategy, they find a business model, they just go, they make things happen. That's what excites them. And then you have the other kind of business owner who is the artist type business entrepreneur. And the artist type entrepreneur is primarily building a body of work. So they may build a very successful business or multiple businesses around that body of work, but their primary motivation, their primary passion is for the work that they do. Like they love the work, they want to do the work. Like the traditional business person type is often trying to remove themselves from the work. They're trying to like 4-hour work week, all that kind of stuff. They want to be as far away from the actual work as possible. The artist type is usually trying to go deeper and deeper and deeper into the work. And I think that the business world can be a very difficult place for artist type entrepreneurs because pretty much all the business education is by business person types for business person types. So the artist types come along and they're like, okay, I've learned a new system, I need to go away and like implement it, and you start implementing it and then you're like, oh, but I've had this different idea, so I'm going to do this and I'm going to burn that one to the ground, and oh, I found this system and I've implemented it, but it just doesn't seem to work. And meanwhile, the business person types around you are like coming along, they know half as much as you do about marketing, but they're just like, zooming past, and you're like, how come they figured it out? Like, what's wrong with me that I can't figure it out? And the reality is you're playing two fundamentally different games. Like it's insane if you're an artist type to compare yourself to a business person type, because you're not actually doing the same kind of thing. And I realized this because like I am a good student. I got good grades at school. I am a good girl. I did what I was told. And I learned how to do the business stuff. And I built a business that I ended up realizing I don't like this business. But so I did all of that stuff. And then I started to like find my own way, and I didn't know what I was doing exactly, but I started to like follow my own curiosity and creativity a bit more. And then it got to the point where I realized, so I have a lot of friends who are artists. My husband's a sound artist, and I got to the point where I realized I have way more in common with the artists that I know and some of the academics that I know than I do with most of the business owners that I know. And I realized like, oh, well, yeah, it's like we both happen to be in business, but they're business person types and I'm an artist type.